25 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds. Kevin Porter Jr. had a hell of a debut in game number 1 of the preseason against the Washington Wizards. Let's find out why he was so successful. On this first play, we see Jalen Green grab the defensive rebound and push the ball in transition, something that both he and KPJ are very good at right now, and something that they both have to do because they both are lethal scorers who can score on all 3 levels, and if they can share some of these responsibilities and make the other guys around them better, like Green right here, hitting Christian Wood in stride for that slip pass, that pick and roll, right? And then for Christian to have the heads up and the self-awareness to know that KPJ is open in the corner. That's a hell of a pass. And you already know when this man is set, KPJ's shot looks so smooth, and I feel like it's in all the time. So lots of good stuff there on that first play. Let's move on to the second one. I want to touch on KPJ's defense, right? Where this may be a negative thing, which it is because you need to be aware of what areas of your game you can improve on. And this is one of the things where he gets beat far too easily, far too often, right? And it's not okay. Yes, Christian Wood could have taken a better angle. I'm not arguing that. And a lot of it too has to do with the scheme and how they like to switch a lot of things. I don't think they have the personnel, especially in the starting lineup right now, to switch everything. But this to me is just lazy defense, not taking the right angles, and just allowing a free lane for this man, Spencer Dinwiddie, to get to the rack. And he does, right? This could potentially get a guy like Christian Wood in foul trouble, which is not a good thing. It could get a guy like Sengun in foul trouble, which is not a good thing. And even a guy like Daniel Tice. So the guards overall, but especially KPJ and Jalen Green, they have to do a better job at guarding the perimeter. This is far too easy and it's unacceptable. And I know that the coaching staff will point this out during film session today. And following that possession, KPJ brings up the ball, and there isn't a true offense ran in this possession, right? There's nothing really called for, and he takes an ill-advised shot, which again, he can make. He is more than capable of making this, but I would like to swing the ball a little bit more, have some weak side action, and see if he can get a better shot. And then you have Jalen Green in transition where he doesn't have the strength, and a guy like Bradley Beal, who is an ultimate scorer, he can just get to the rack, push him around, and just easily put that up. So lots of areas of improvement for both Jalen Green and KPJ defensively. With experience, I expect him to learn these type of things and get better at them for sure. Let's look at one more play defensively where it's not Spencer Dinwiddie, it's not Bradley Beal, it's Mr. Holiday. And again, he does a better job defensively on the perimeter, but it's just too easy of a blow by for my liking. And then this leads to a wide open shot in the corner, which is a high percentage shot. Even though he misses it, I'm guaranteeing it right now that the coaching staff is pointing this out in the film session because KPJ needs to get better. But with that said, I love the fact that he's there rebounding the ball and pushing the tempo, which is this is how the Houston Rockets will score in transition and get easy buckets and get everybody involved. And this is just a special play, a special way to score the ball because he has this in his bag. That footwork is amazing. His patience is amazing. And the fact that he can just rise over smaller guys is just A1, man. I am very impressed with KPJ. Let's move on to all the positive stuff that we're about to show in this film session. On this play, it just shows how special of a player KPJ can be, right? Where he's rebounding in traffic against a very good offensive rebounder in Mr. Harrell. And he pushes the ball full speed, head up, and he just gives it up for an easy layup. That is winning basketball. Being able to rebound in traffic is a special thing, especially from the lead guard position. It doesn't get any better than that. Right after that, the man picks his pocket in transition. He has quick hands. He has great anticipation skills. He pushes the ball once again because he understands that this team needs to play in transition. He throws it up to Daniel House for the alley-oop, and it's a showtime dunk, showtime highlight, and it gets the fans into the game even more. You gotta love it, man. KPJ showing off all of his skill set. Man, there goes that man. Once again on this possession, he gets beat off the dribble because he wasn't disciplined enough to stay down on pump fake. You got to know this kind of report. You know that Aaron Holiday doesn't want to shoot the shot, but whatever. At this point, he's on his hip, and as opposed to what he did last year, where he would just stay here, right now, at least from preseason game number one, he came back into the frame and he used that great anticipation skill that he has to block the shot. That is a hell of a recovery and a great learning experience and something to showcase in the film session to show everybody else, hey, just because you get beat originally, it doesn't mean that it stops there. The effort should never stop. You should always play 110%, especially on defense, because a lot of it is understanding schemes, understanding angles, but it's effort, man. If you put the effort in, you will be rewarded. Great job by KPJ on this possession. That is some good stuff. On this possession, he just gives us these James Harden vibes where he abuses the rookie, step back, smooth as hell. You gotta love this skill, man. This guy is hyped. He is so skilled. He cannot teach this, man. You either have it or you don't. And this man has it in his bag. That is great to see. Here we see another possession where he hits a tough shot. He gets fouled from the perimeter. He doesn't do the James Harden and kicks his leg out or jumps 5 feet into the guy. He shoots it up, right? He goes straight up into his regular motion, and the guy is undisciplined defensively. He fouls him. He makes a shot. KPJ makes tough shots. That's why he had a hell of a game overall, man. That's why he finished with 25 points. Here we see a fake dribble handoff from Eric Gordon where the defense is too occupied with the rolling man, which is Christian Wood in this possession. And how can he not? That could have been an easy alley-oop if Eric Gordon sees that play, but he doesn't. He still makes the right play or one of the right plays, and he hits KPJ in stride for the open three. But the pass was the alley-oop. It's still good offense. So good job for the Houston Rockets on this possession. On this play, we see an open stationary shot again. KPJ is great at these, especially if his teammates are hooking him up there. But what I love to see here is another guy with question marks about his playmaking ability. Christian Wood was very self-conscientious of this all game long, trying to get all his teammates involved because he understands that he played on the all-star level last season. And for him to be considered an all-star, he needs to sustain that success, improve on his weaknesses. And I feel like this is one of his weaknesses, but he's getting better, at least in game one of the preseason, where he was able to showcase a lot of his feel to get everybody else involved. And this is a great example, man. If he can do this at a high level or at a consistent rate, this team will win some games for sure. And this is some of the good defensive possessions that the Houston Rockets had. And it led to a bucket, to a tough made bucket by KPJ in transition with his right hand. Man, this guy can do it all again, scoring on all three levels. Jalen Green and KPJ in transition are just lethal, man. They will be a menace for the NBA. Coaches will have a lot of head scratching because they understand that both of these dudes are just so impressive, so explosive in transition, and you gotta love watching them, man, because it's so fun to watch. And right here with this floater, it just shows how versatile he is. Again, being able to score on all three levels, he's just so skilled. This man can just do it all, man, offensively. You gotta love it. And once again, dribble handoff. Tate sets that off-ball screen, that hammer screen right here for Jalen Green to get this alley-oop and get a wide open, well, not wide open, but a very open, at least for him, open layup. Man, that is a great set. And they should run this a lot because Jalen Green is so explosive. If you throw it up there and he has a lane to run and he sees an opening, he's jumping out the gym and he's getting that shot for sure. There he is. Rebounding the ball, showing his footwork. Man, that is just impressive. My goodness. I mean, can you teach this? The patience. Daniel House airballs the ball. KPJ grabs it, is patient enough, understands that there's a 3-second in the key, but man, and he gets fouled, no foul called. Wow. That's just impressive. That is special, man. That is special. Let me know what you guys think. Again, this is more of a casual film session here. Lots of impressive stuff from KPJ. There is no secret to why Houston Rocket fans are extremely excited about this upcoming season and the future, because this team will be a 50-win team in a few years. Man, the talent, the ability to draft Jalen Green and Sengun at the bare minimum is highway robbery. Then you add a guy like Josh Christopher and Usman Garuba. Talk about just a lethal draft. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. If you enjoyed quality basketball content like podcasts, film breakdowns, and live reactions on game days, Basketball Zone provides frontline coverage of the NBA every single day. I'll see you guys on the next video.